Children! Look who's here!
How can I help? What do you need now? Oh, darling, I'm hurt. I thought we had something special. Well, you know where to find me.
I've already heard. Arabella, 9 summers old. And now she'll never see another. Because of Druid law. Every natural law demands I take up my sword, storm their lair, but no. That's what Korga wants. To prove we are exactly what she says. A threat. I won't give her the satisfaction. I'll get my people clear of this, but on our terms. I'm grateful, but there's still an army of goblins out there. I won't expose my people to that. Tell me, what do you know of the man they call the Blade of Frontiers? The Blade's a legend, a monster hunter. He showed up just before you arrived, but even he advised against facing the goblins head-on. He proposed another way. He believes the goblins will scatter if we kill their leaders, but he needs help. You've proven yourself a capable warrior. I'm sure he could use you. He's training the children in some basics before we depart. Good thing, too. They may well have to put it to use.
Something the matter?
Go on. Give me your best shot.
Not bad. Again. Hey, keep focus. See how I used your own force against you?
I can't do it.
Of course you can. It just takes time. I didn't become the Blade of Frontiers overnight.
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. An unknown face commands your mind. Rust-red skin, gnarled horns.
I'll be damned to the hells. You were on the ship.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed. A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated. The creature appears again. Red skin, twisting horns, and wings stretching wide behind it. It is a cambion, almost certainly. The seductive spawn of a devil and a mortal. Your minds part again, leaving your skull throbbing.
Ouch! Careful you don't push the brain bugs too far. They'll leave you hurting. Keep it up, kid. If I had to guess, you took a bumpy ride on a mind flayer machine, same as me. And I've been having the strangest dreams. I haven't turned into a mind flayer just yet. But sooner or later, my luck will run out. Been thinking I need a healer. And I reckon you've been thinking the same. I've been waiting for this druid Halcyon to return. They say he's pretty powerful. He could probably help us. Problem is, the goblins have nabbed him. We better go find him before we start growing talons and tentacles. Excellent idea, but I have a condition. Look at these kids. They've no chance on the road, not while goblins infest it. It's like I told Zevlor. Kill the goblin horde's leaders and the buggers will scatter. Frontier justice, I call that. What say you? Splendid. It's time for some old-fashioned hero work.
Any questions, children? Any questions, children? Again. Swing and swing and parry. And again. Swing and swing.
Is someone singing?
It's beautiful. Take you. Take you.
Such a pretty song.
Take you.
Shh. Listen.
A sweet melody plays above the waves, beckoning you, drowning out all logical thought. The suffocating yearning suddenly fades as the spell breaks. You are free.
No. It's just a bit of water. I only want to listen. Just a little closer. Yes, everything's gonna be fine once I get there.
What happened?
now for what you are.
pay. monster. I'll make you pay.
I see you now for what you are.
Glacius!
Are they gone? They're gone. Now there's just Moll. She'll be so mad. I didn't get the gold from the nest. I got to go. Wait, you should meet Moll. She'll be grateful you helped me. Find a boy called Donny. Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
What do you need now?
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in thy camp, for whenever thou hast need of my services. Be assured, it is not by choice. A mending of the threads between life and death. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more. Because it is my calling, there is little else to explain. Indeed. Farewell.
You're staring at me again. What do you want? Oh, what's to tell? I'm a magistrate back in the city. It's all rather tedious. And clearly the tadpole. If we can't understand it, we'll never control it.
Finally, some good fortune. Come morning, we know what to do. The sooner we find the Druid house in, the better. I can't wait to get rid of this thing in my head. Head to Baldur's Gate. Someone's waiting for me. Let a girl have some secrets. Was there anything else? Thing. Do that again, and I'll split your skull. Understand? If you want to know something, I'll tell you. Now go rest, and keep your mind to yourself.
Where are you?
Was a time I tussled with hill giants without breaking a sweat. Now a mere werebear could swap me halfway to arm.
Strange things are happening to us. What festers in our minds may well impel our bodies.
Wondered what people will say, Will, when they find out the monster hunter is becoming a monster.
I've faced countless perils and conquered them all. This will be no different.
I've always had a soft spot for the confident ones. They always disappoint, though.
Bring us news, my friend. Bring us hope.
et alibi.
Take you. Take you. What did you mean before, Gale? A woman with shadows for eyes, you said.
Merely that if the eyes are the mirror to the soul, yours have dark curtains across the mirror. No offense taken, I hope.
Not necessarily.
Strange.
I haven't made up my mind about you yet.
But it's stone dead.
Thought you was busy with the lads in Elson's Grove. Bet you will too. Just like my mates here did. Contract cleverly left out, we'd be tits deep in these buggers. The kind that leaves half your crew dead. There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic called the Night Song. But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us. I'd give you a map of the temple and wish you a happy funeral. But my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made short of the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. Can show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying.
Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die. I'm just glad to be rid of the bloody thing. Happy hunting.
Well, well, boys. Looks like we got ourselves a trespasser. Don't bother running. My archer's got decent aim and plenty of arrows.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
You're a true soul. But my mistake, madam.
A shiver runs across your mind. You feel sated.
You'll get no more trouble from us. Promise.
What's the roundup? Less you like trash. Then keep looking.
Still no symptoms.
I'm coming as
No
fast as
sign
I...
of tentacles so
Drow?
far.
What do they... Hello?
The same. Except for a knot of worry in my stomach that's in no rush to go away.
That I can relate to.
Chosen, let me come to you. I can help you. But I'm already here. You frown in your sleep. There must be so much on your mind.
Her fingers are warm against your cheek, softer than expected.
You think that you're sick, that you're dying. Are you afraid? How far does the deepest trance lay from sleep? I leave that answer to your clever mind, darling. You know. I think in your heart you know. We wouldn't be here like this if it weren't destiny. Come now. I'll make you feel better. Let yourself go. Lean back. So eager, hungry. But
something in your blood stirs and twists, recoiling like a wounded beast. It wants her gone.
you're not ready. I will return when you are. But I do have a parting gift.
Well, hello. Feeling better, are we? I certainly am. This morning I find myself free of pain and with a new trick. A new power. Last night, the risk of transformation. It all feels like some terrible dream now. That feels like a question with a point. You had one too, didn't you? What did you see? Yes, of course. So did I, as it happens. It was delightful.
The blank look, the flat voice. He's holding something back.
I dreamt of him. My old master, Cazador. You know what separates us from animals? Choice. I choose to travel with you. A dog would do it on instinct, to fulfill a need. Disrespect me again! And I won't choose to kill you. I'll do it on instinct. To fulfill my need to hear you scream.
Well, look at you. Fit as a fox and twice as eager. I feel it too. Not just renewed, but improved. New talents aching for release. Don't tell me. Someone came to you. An object of desire made you better, more than better. She spoke such sweet words. I could have never denied her.
Good morning. And it truly is, isn't it? A very, very good morning. There's a glow about you, about everyone here. We all feel startlingly well. And yet there's a certain look in people's eyes. The far-off distance of a haunting. What I saw surpassed the vivid. The voice was too true, the touch too tantalizing. I can tell you felt the same. It was an expert, this apparition. First the seduction, then the spurning, then that teasing souvenir. You're not ready. I will return when you are. That's what I was promised. We have some restless nights ahead of us.
Something tells me I know what you two were talking about. Both feeling better than you did last night, yes? Not even just that. I awoke with new... I don't know... powers. It was the same for you, wasn't it? The good health, the power, the dreams. I don't need to worm my way into your thoughts to know that. It's all over your face. So did I. I dreamt of someone I'm very attracted to. There was a promise of power. I had exactly the same dream when aboard the Mind Flayer ship. I rebuffed the advances, of course. If it happens again, try to resist. We can't take anything for granted, especially when it's to do with what's going on up here.
A wardrobe. One of those can summon fighters far and wide.
Shove over, Claw! Drow coming through.
Impressive fighter, Gale. You should consider a new name.
Take it you have some suggestions?
The Wizard Wonder. Well, how about...
Sounds like
the Master of Cells and Bars?
Come, fill the front row.
Tempting. But I think we might already have the maximum number of theatrical titles.
With fragulous crown and with scepter abraid, draw Ragslin, short work of the innkeeper made. The inn burnt to ash. The captives were many. Goblet kind had reduced them to cowering filfenny. So raise it, your goblets, and drain them with pride. Draw Ragslin, the true soul, had led you collide.
Come on, you turnip!
Quite so. Now, if you'll excuse me... Draw Ragslin! Draw Ragslin!
I reckon Draw Ragslin's the gobbo in charge, the way this one's carrying on.
I am Draw Ragslin! Tumptuous! Draw Ragslin!
You broke him!
Wait! Draw Ragslin! We pray, we...
Come on, pigeon! Back to your cage.
Now, look what you've done.
Away from the merchandise.
Of course.
Grip, idiot!
Right, yes. More the fool me.
Supplies! New batch from Wakeen's Rest.
Doesn't make any sense.
What's holding up the game? Chicken ain't dead, is it? Hey, go on! Give the walk some booze. You was brilliant in the race, lads. Beautiful stuff.
Chicken? No, go inside. Inside. Boring.
Seluna. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough. Let's do what we have to do, then get out of here. Seluna's a bad omen. Just look what's befallen her temple. Though, I'll grant it must have been impressive once, in all its profane glory. I wonder what happened. No matter. I'll breathe easier once we're clear of this place. We don't have time for this. Besides, I already explained myself. Is your hearing failing you? Or your wits, perhaps? There's nothing more to say. Let's move.
Almost got past. We got him though, eh? And once the... Oi! Ain't no party in here. We're doing the Absolute's work. State your business. Now.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
You one of those moonrise types, then?
Your kind usually don't deal with Boss Ragslin and Priestess Gut. Guessing you're after Minfara. Could be her blood by the looks of you.
Seems we've pegged all three marks. Let the boss hunt begin.
Enough gabbing, yous. You want Ragslin, Gut, or Minfara?
Audience is right. She's an uppity one and no mistake, but she knows her business. She's in telling the war chiefs what's what. Next raid's gonna be a big un, I hear.
Oh, come on now. They're just having a bit of fun.
Aye, so much fun. Those three
This ruin's dedicated to Seluna, vile moon witch. For once, the goblins' decorations are an improvement.
Greetings, child. I've met few aside from goblins here.
You recognize the scourge. This man is a follower of Leviathan, goddess of pain.
Ah, are you also here to assist with the prisoner? The gentleman being held next door. My acquaintance is working on him, I believe. While I was thrilled to be invited here, I must confess, I find the goblins and their methods crude and primitive. Pain without purpose is a terrible thing. Wouldn't you agree? You know the Maiden of Pain. How refreshing. But there is more to us than that. Yes, we worship her through pain, often our own, but it is an intimate and loving thing, one we offer up. If you would permit it, I can show you firsthand.
Go ahead. I'm sure you're in need of a little penance.
I realize this looks strange, but I assure you, it is a most intimate form of worship. You see, pain is a loving thing, but trying to explain it to these goblins has proven. Forgive me, but that look in your eyes, something terrible has happened to you. Do not be ashamed, child. What I see in your eyes, in your soul, is only natural. We've all suffered in these dark times. It is little wonder you bear scars of pain and anguish. Please, let me alleviate this pain. A pity you would have known such sweet relief at my hands. Should you realize you need my assistance, come back. I'll be waiting. Well met, dear child. Would you enjoy some hands-on worship of Leviatha, Maiden of Pain? Oh, I have something exquisite in mind. Both Leviatha and I are interested in how you handle pain, dear one. And should you delight her, you will most assuredly receive her most gracious blessing. Trust me. Simply face the wall, and we can begin. Face the wall, and let us begin, dear one. Yes, this will do nicely. The pain you suffer will cleanse you. Do not fight it. Your voice sounds so sweet, dear one. Keep going.
Don't wear him out entirely, priest. I might have use for him yet.
proof that we live. Revel in it.
That's it, dear one! Let Loviatar hear you!
Not the worst technique, priest. Good wrist movement. Lots of enthusiasm.
You are doing so well! Do not give in now! Yes, you can, child. Take the pain and offer it up to Loviatar. Offer it all. Sweet child, you bore the pain like a true believer. I am proud to have served you this penance. Interesting is an understatement, dear one. Loviatar herself found your performance inspiring. She has deemed you worthy of her blessing. And on a personal note, thank you. That was positively divine.
Right down.
Well, whatever you're into.
Munch, munch.
That was not what I expected to see today.
Yes, I must try this technique. Or perhaps this one. My beautiful, penitent child. You have already enjoyed my ministrations. Do not be greedy.
My, what manner of place is this? A patch of ground to call home. Some rest for the wicked, after all. What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cornmere, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service. Neither. The fox, rather. Hiding, in a word. A silent observer, about to break the silence. Of course, what I have to say merits some privacy, as well as some more, let's call it, refinement. Yes, this encampment is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere. The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last. Call it a ninth sense. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do.
Holy in hells. You're a Cambion.
And so much more. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Oh, a mere trifle. How dear is one's soul, really? A rhetorical question, of course, but let me venture an answer. It's worth very little with a tadpole in your head. One skull, 2 tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that. Oh, that's disappointing. I prefer it when my clients put up a fight. Only to realize victory was never an option. Try to cure yourself, shop around, beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease. I'll be around, watching you squirm like a tadpole through a nice, juicy brain. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
Bloody hells. Literally. Just when I think I've got a grasp on our dilemma, a devil shows up. No matter. We've dealt with every other oddity thrown at us lately. We can handle this one too. Now, as for this Raphael, he knows our secret. He claims he can help. What do you make of him? Oh, you were tempted, were you? Interesting. What grabbed you exactly? His parlor tricks? His manners? His lavish spread, even? You must have found something alluring to overlook the fact that he was a devil. Perhaps you're right. Perhaps a devil has our best interests at heart and wants nothing in return. We could throw ourselves at his feet, be they cloven or otherwise. Or perhaps we shouldn't.
She is testing you about Raphael.
Actually, yes, you're right. Very intuitive. Clearly the devil was trying to sow doubt among us. He's clever. My order uses the same tactic when dealing with enemies of Shah. You don't need a scourge or a rack to break people. Fear and self-doubt is sufficient. When actual pain comes, The victim's already done the heavy lifting for their torturer. There were no right answers with that devil. He was toying with his food. Us. I respect his craft. As should you. Watch out for that devil. What? You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask? What? Besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've ever faced? Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant? It's a deal. She took me in when no one else would. Without her, I wouldn't be alive. She's my mother. She nurtures me, cares for me, loves me. Don't believe the lies the Saloonites tell. I don't have to explain myself to you. Very well. Perhaps there's potential in you. Let's see how you handle this. I am indeed a disciple of Shah, Mistress of the Night and Lady of Loss. I assume you've heard of her? My Lady Shah is the Night Singer, the patron of darkness and loss. Most fear the dark, like children, because in darkness they see their fears reflected. But Shah teaches us to step beyond fear, beyond loss. In darkness, we do not hide. We act. Pain, hope, the promise of better days. All of these are heavy cloaks that bend our backs and burden our hearts. We shed those cloaks. Before Shah, we stand gloriously naked, beyond the vanities of mortals. There's comfort, yes, but often there has to be pain beforehand. We tear down the lies the world is drunk on, the institutions they trust, the so-called gods they worship, the lives they cling to. We destroy false idols, topple corrupt organizations, fight heretics wherever they're found. There's often suffering, death even. Many people break before they embrace Shah's truths. You're wiser than most. Many people balk at our doctrine. It's the reason why we cherish secrecy. You surprise me. And not in a negative sense, I must admit. Perhaps once we've saved ourselves from the tadpoles, we can talk more on this.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire. A slave to sanguine hunger.
It's not what you think. I'm not some monster. I feed on animals. Boars, deer, kobolds, whatever I can get. I'm just too slow right now. Too weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer. Fight better. Please. At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs. No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me. Thank you. Do you think you could trust me just a little further? I only need a taste. I swear. Really? Of course. Not one drop more.
He holds you carefully, delicately, until he strikes. It's like a shard of ice into your neck, a quick, sharp pain that fades to throbbing numbness. Your breath catches, your pulse quickens.
Oh, of course. That was amazing. My mind is finally clear. I feel strong. I feel happy. Shouldn't take long. So many people need killing. Now, if you'll excuse me, you're invigorating, but I need something more filling.
You watch as he stalks towards the forest, stronger, more confident, ready to hunt.
This is a gift, you know. I won't forget it. I suppose you want to hear about Cazador. I don't want to say a damned thing, but that won't do anyone any good. Cazador Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate, the patriarch of his coven, and a monster obsessed with power. Not political power or military power, I mean power over people. The power to control them completely. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor. Not him, no. A gang of thugs attacked me, angry about a ruling that I'd handed down as magistrate. They beat me to death's door when Cazador appeared. He chased them off and offered to save me, to give me eternal life. Given that my choices were eternal life or bleed to death on the street, I took him up on the offer. It was only afterwards I realized just how long eternity could be. He had me go out into Baldur's Gate to fetch him the most beautiful souls I could find. It was a fun little ritual of his. I'd bring them back, and he'd ask if I wanted to dine with him. And if I said yes, he'd serve me a dead, putrid rat. Of course, if I said no, he'd have me flayed. Hard to say which was worse. Thank you. But this isn't about sympathy. It's about knowing what we might be up against. The Mind Flayers aren't the only monsters out there, and they might not be the only ones hunting us. All I'm asking is that you keep your eyes open and watch out for anything lurking in the shadows. What more could I ask? Now, is that all? It's simple. Just find a vampire that will drink your blood and turn you into a vampire spawn. Their obedient puppet. In theory, the next step is to drink their blood. Once you've done that, you're free. And a true vampire. People think the biggest threat to a vampire is a cleric with a stake. It's not. The biggest threat to a vampire is another vampire. They're scheming, paranoid, power-hungry beasts. So why would any vampire give up control over a spawn to create a competitor? Trust me, it doesn't happen. I've already apologized. What more do you want? Unless you're looking for another nibble. Maybe. But there won't be any more midnight surprises. I can promise you that. I won't lie. It's tempting. If I keep the tadpole, I risk transforming into a grotesque monster. If I lose the tadpole, Cazador has control of me, body and soul, and I return to the shadows. It's grim either way. So why not sell what's left of my soul to a devil? Better he has it than Cazador. I'm glad to hear it. Whatever's coming, we need to keep our options open. Why do you insist on exhuming the past? I was a slave. A vampire spawn. Kept by the Tsar family. Perhaps I still am. I was never able to resist their commands. But now, I've been conveniently lost. They won't ever control me again.
Yes, I must try this technique. Or perhaps this one.
Don't worry about the walls, KV. They won't eat anything what grows in the ground. Might still kill ya, mind.
Those eyes. Again, do you want to become spider food?
Poor lads. I'm only gonna make it hurt more. Where do they flee to, you stubborn rat?
Please, stop!
Spike, enough! Look what the Absolute dragged in. It's my pussycat, the Blade of Frontiers. You come for a rematch? can't wait to add the remaining eye to my collection.
I'm not here for you. I'm here for the woman. I know you took her. Where is she? Where is Mizora?
That Mizora lass, a friend of yours, Blade? Smells funny when you burn her. Screams real good, too. Tell you what, pussycat. Make this rat squeal, and I'll take you right to her.
You want me to torture him? Forget it.
Then forget your precious lady, mate, and slink out of here! You're one of that bad, eh? Well, you better get sniffing, pussycat. 'Cause she's long gone. But I'll tell you who took her. Ain't like you'll catch up. Gone with the drow. They got big plans for her.
The gods be damned. I will rip you to shreds. By Grazit's cock, you're going to let him live? Fine. The next kid he kills isn't on me, it's on you. I found Spike. And for nothing. Mizora, where are you? Answer me, damn it!
Your minds connect, and you see the same devilish face you'd seen when you first met Will.
Look, you want answers, but it's not the time or the place.
We'll talk in camp when I'm ready. And I'll tell you what you want to know.
Yes, I must try this technique. Or perhaps this one.
Nobody's gonna push us around anymore.
Smells like burnt flesh in here.
At least give me a sword! We want you dead, you dumb knuckle. Not dead and heroic. Get down there and stop complaining! We treat the spiders real kind, sir. Feed them the plumpest prisoners.
Enjoying your visit, your lordship?
Unless you like big, bristling, hairy legs, I wouldn't go down there, mate. That's the spider pit.
Enjoying your visit, your lordship?
Follow Ragslin's orders. Obey the drow